Hi everyone! Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a great day, and in today's video we are going to be doing something different with my nails. I feel like I'm saying that in every single video, but today we are going to be doing something different. In today's video, I'm not going to be choosing my nail design. I'm going to have it randomized, and what I mean by this is I'm going to have random base colors, random design, random charms, maybe, because I don't want to have a set design for these nails. I just have random ideas and try and make a nail with them. To make everything coherent with the nail set, I am going to do one shape, so I'm going to choose one nail shape and pick out my sizes. And for this video, I am going to be doing one hand, so only 5 fingers, because I feel like with the random design idea, it is going to take me some time to figure out how to mix all of the colors and the designs itself to make a coherent looking set. So I don't want to overwhelm myself with 10 nails, so I chose to do only 5 in this video. If you guys like this idea, join me in this video and let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is pick up 5 colors for each of the fingers, and I've had my sibling already do this. So I took a pic of all of my nail polish bottles and I counted how many there are, and then I asked them to pick a number between 1 and 82, I think, and then they picked 5 numbers, and I'm gonna put a message, like the message up here. So I chose, like, I counted from the picture what these numbers are, and I ended up with 5 colors. So the 5 colors that we have are these 5. So we have this pink from Amanda, we have this glittery color from Elle, we have this color from Kudan, and it's kind of similar to this one because it's like it has like a slight tint and it has like shapes. We have this color from Essence, which is called the Finer Rose, and finally we have this color from Pretty Woman. So these are the colors that we have for our fingers, and it is in order from thumb to pinky. And what I'm gonna do now is just paint a base color of all of these on my nail, and I have my tips already. Ignore that this one is white, it's just I was experimenting with painting on the underside of the nail instead of on top, but it did not work out because the paint kind of melted when I added glue on the bottom to stick it on my nail, but that is not important for our video. So all that's left to do for my tips to prep them is just file off this little bit that you can see when it came off from the nail form. Okay, so I ended up giving every single nail a second coat because, I don't know, I like the opacity of each color and I did want to intensify the glitter and the iridescent effect. So now we can move on to our first nail. So for the thumbnail, we have a cute design that my sibling chose, and it's like I have my reference on the side, but I'm gonna add the pic for you guys over here. So it's like a chrome design. I think what I want to do is try and do the heart for my thumbnail. I'm gonna be using my 3D gel and my UV light, and I'm gonna be using this silver chrome powder for the chrome effect. But before all of that, I am gonna top coat this nail with a matte top coat so that I can isolate the chrome and it won't transfer to the nail right now, because matte top coat really isolates, or like really add a barrier between the chrome and the nail. So whenever you want to have a nail with chrome and you don't want the chrome to transfer everywhere, it is best to put on a matte top coat before doing any of the chrome details. Okay, now that the matte top coat is all dry, we can go ahead and draw some chrome designs on, but I am gonna start off with the 3D gel and a thin brush like this one. My cat is in the background. And I'm just gonna try and make it as even as possible, because I guess in the reference it's kind of flat, it doesn't look like it's 3D, but I don't really have a gel, like I don't have gel nail polish that okay. So I know that typically this kind of style or this kind of design is done with gel polish and not gel, like 3D gel art. But I don't really have gel polish, so I'm making use of the stuff that I already have. So I'm just gonna try and draw the heart. Now that I've done all of the designs, what I'm gonna do first is to open up my silver chrome powder gently, because as you guys can see, it's like very explosive, like it spreads everywhere really quickly. So what I want to do now is kind of cure this, but not fully. Like I'm gonna cure it for maybe 20 seconds, and then I'm gonna buff the silver chrome powder on with my finger. So let's start. Okay, perfect. That worked out perfectly. And I actually just cured it for 10 seconds. I don't know why I said 20. Oh, you guys have to see this. Like, you see what I mean when it's messy? So I cured it for just 10 seconds because... Wait, let me clean this up and I'll come right back. Okay, so I cleaned up around the heart a little bit, and I went in with some of the original color again in some areas that had some chrome powder like fall off, and I didn't like how that looked, so I cleaned it up a little bit. And I'm just gonna wait for it to fully dry, and then I'm gonna top coat it with the rest. So now we can move on to the second nail. So for our second nail, I have the design on the side over here. I'm gonna have it for you guys on the side as well, so we can see it together. So as you can see, it has like a lot of charms, it has a lot of gems, and like it's a very cutesy nail. And I think there might be like some stars painted on it. Yeah, I think there are some stars painted on it. So I am gonna start by doing the stars first in black, and I'm gonna stick some charms on it. And I don't have the charms that are used in the reference, but I am gonna substitute it with what I have. Okay, so we're done with all of the stars, and I looked closely at the reference and I noticed that there were some polka dots or like some dots scattered around, so I went ahead with my dotting tool and did that off camera. But now that the nail is all dry, we can go ahead with the charms and add them on. So I have like a small selection of charms here. I don't know if you guys can see it against this like paint background, but I have these little dolphins or fish, and I have them in green, blue, and pink, and I have some rhinestones, like big rhinestones. I tried to pick colors that are present in like the holographic base. So I got silver, blue, pink, and yellow. So I got these mermaid pearls, and I'm gonna like pick out the colors and the sizes and put them on the nail. But I did want to start off by adding one of these fishies, and I think I'm gonna add it the same place where the big star is in the reference. So to do that, I am gonna go back to my 3D gel because it is the best for sticking something like this. And I'm gonna stick it just like the reference. Well, actually, let me pick out which color I want first. So this is the pink one, this is green, and this is the blue one. I think I'm gonna go in with the pink one just because I love pink. It's one of my favorite colors and I feel like it suits it best. So let me go ahead and add some to the back of it. And I'm just gonna stick it on, and I'm trying to kind of orient it in a way where not a lot of it is gonna be sticking out of the nail so it doesn't catch on anything, but I think this might be the best orientation. So what I'm gonna do now is actually add some extra gel on the underside here just so it doesn't catch on my hair or in my clothes. Okay, and now it is time to cure it, but let me close this up. And the good thing about this charm is that it's transparent or kind of translucent, so the UV light can pass through it easily. Because you know, when you have something that's too opaque or a little bit more on the opaque side, the UV light is gonna have a harder time to pass through it and fully cure the gel that you put underneath. So it is best to have like a more transparent charm, but if you do have like an opaque charm, you can cure it from the underside of the nail, and that sometimes works best. better than just curing it from the top. So it is stuck on there, it is stuck pretty well, and I'm just gonna add some of the other charms on. And for the rhinestones, I am gonna be using normal glue, and I'm gonna be using my wax picker to place them on the nail. Okay, so we are done with the pointer finger, and this is what it looks like. I feel like it's really cute. You know these... Oh, okay. You know these like kawaii junk nails where they have like a lot of stuff on the nail, but it still looks like cute and coherent? I feel like this is kind of like those nails. And now we can move on to the middle finger. And for this one, why are the nails not cooperating with me today? Anyways, let's put that back. So for this one, I'm gonna pop the reference on the side here. So I am gonna add like another color on this nail. I'm gonna go in with this color from L, and I'm gonna do the stripes. I'm just gonna adjust the design a little bit depending on the length of my nail, so that it wouldn't be too much on the nail and everything looks cute. Okay guys, so this is the middle finger all done, and I am gonna take a break and come back to the last two nails tomorrow because it is getting kind of dark now and I don't like how the lighting looks in the video. So I am gonna come right back in a second. For you guys it is gonna be a second, but for me it's gonna be like 18 hours maybe. So let's just move on with the video. Okay guys, I definitely came back after one day and not like a week after the last video I filmed, so we're gonna ignore that. And I do look different in every like face cam clip because I am doing this over several days because I am trying to fit these nails into whatever free time I have. And I'm kind of busy with some other projects on the side, so I am trying to fit the video that I'm filming right now whenever I have free time. So this is why I look so different in these face cams, but that is not gonna affect the video. So I just wanted to explain why I look different, and we can just start with the last two nails that we have. Okay, so we have the ring finger and the pinky finger. And for the ring finger, I'm thinking of doing like another sort of like chrome silver design like this one, but instead of a heart, I'm gonna do like a butterfly. I am gonna have my reference design on the side over here for you guys. Let's just get started. Okay, so I forgot to mention this, but I did put on a matte top coat on the nails so that the chrome could be isolated, just like I did for the thumb over here. So let's just go in with my thin brush, and I unfortunately did not cover this when I placed it back, so that's why it's like slightly bent, but that is not going to be too much of a problem for us. Let's just go in with the design. I am gonna do the butterfly facing you, so the top is gonna be over here. And if something looks a bit too crooked for my liking, I can just grab a brush like this and wet it with some alcohol. You don't have to commit to something you don't like. So whenever there is like a part that looks a bit too bad or a bit too like out of place, you can just remove it and start over. Okay, we are back after curing it, and sometimes when I'm happy with the shape, I will cure it mid-design because I don't want to risk messing up what I have right now. You just don't have to finish the design in one go. You can like take it step by step, finish a little part and then cure it, then go back in and do another part. Okay, we are done with all of the gel, and it does look kind of messy, but I did want to have like a grunge look similar to the thumbnail. And now it is time for my most dreaded part of the nail art, and it is using the chrome, and especially the silver chrome. I really don't know what the problem is, but whenever I use it, it like leaks. So what I'm gonna try and do is use whatever is on the outside and buff it in with my finger, because I really don't want to open this and have like another mess on my table. Because last time, like when I did this nail, it took too long to clean, and even now it's not like 100% clean, so I am gonna be like quite careful when using the silver. But I will have to open it, but what I'm thinking of doing is opening it gently and like tapping some of it out like so, and then using whatever came out on the nail. Like you guys, oh my god, you guys just saw that? I just shook it a little bit and a lot came out. And it's only the silver, like all of the other colors that I have are normal. I don't know what happened to the silver during shipping, but something happened because this is not normal. It's just spilling everywhere. It does look beautiful. Something good is coming out of this mess. So it's a little grungy butterfly. I really hope it reads as a butterfly. To me it does, but maybe some details are getting lost. I am trying to go in, oh god, trying to go in with as much chrome as I can. Wait, let me actually like close this. I think that's like every spot covered, and I'm gonna use like a little brush with some alcohol to clean around the areas that I don't really want chrome in. But unfortunately, like all of these scraggly pieces of, what's this called? Like the gel, they do catch the chrome. So if I forgot to remove it, or if I accidentally cured it in, that's it. Like I can't remove it. I can kind of like scrape it, but I don't want to scrape the base. So this is what it looks like, and let's put it back. Okay, from this view, it really does not look like a butterfly. I hope it does from this side. That's okay, that's okay. I'm coping right now. So what we have left is, actually, wait a minute. I'm thinking of adding like a color in the intersections of the butterfly wings. So let me look around, because I know I have like as I was saying, I do have this glittery pink, and I'm thinking of putting it in the intersections of the wings. Okay, here's what the wing looks like. It's a little bit out of focus. I don't know if that's because of the glitter or I just suck at filming, but here's the wing. And I think it looks much prettier with the glitter that I just added, so I am gonna put it back on. Okay, so now we are gonna do the pinky nail. I did add a matte top coat to the pinky because I want to go in with some pink chrome, and I don't even have an excuse. Like I had breakfast, I had tea, I had water, so me slurring my words is just a me problem. Anyways, so we are gonna go in with some pink chrome to kind of tie in all of the nails together. I just hope that this chrome is kind of like, I don't know, like kind of, oh, it looks so pretty though. I hope it's not gonna be like a full opacity chrome, and we're still gonna see some of the silver. Okay, I'm not quite sure if you can see the pink. Okay, that is not doing anything. Let me try something off camera, and if it works, I'm gonna tell you what I did, but if it doesn't, we're just gonna move along with the nail. Okay, so what I did worked, so I'm gonna tell you what I did. I took some clear top coat, and I added like a thin layer to the nail, and I waited for it to sort of dry. It wasn't like, oh, I just realized that adding a matte top coat is like the opposite of what you want. Like you add matte to isolate the chrome. Okay. Okay, I have no excuses. Just, I don't know what to say. But anyways, I took some glossy top coat, I added like a thin coat, and I waited for it to sort of dry. I didn't wait long enough because I kind of rubbed off like a little bit up here. So for the rest of the nail, it did work very well. What I'm gonna do now is add like a French tip. Oh, I didn't even show you guys the reference. So my reference is on the side over here, and it's gonna have like a cute little French tip, some polka dots, some pearls, a little bow. Get get started with the French tip, and I am gonna be doing it in black with the polka dot dots in this pink. So let's go in with my brush. I do want it to have like a realistic placement of the French tip, so I'm kind of like seeing, I think I'm gonna have it here. Okay, and then kind of like draw it to the sides and do the same on the other side. I do think it looks pretty even. Let me paint the nail itself. And this is what the French tip looks like. I do like how it looks. I think it looks quite even. Maybe it is a bit peaking on this side, so let me take care of that. Okay, and I do have to let this black dry for a very long time. I don't know, like this black it's quite runny, it's quite opaque and nice, but it does take a long time to dry. So, you know, whenever there's a negative, there's also like a positive to balance it out. So I'm just gonna let it dry and come right back. I'm gonna go in with the smaller, because I have two like dotting tools. I have this one that's a bit bigger and this one that's smaller. And looking back at the reference, the dots look a bit small, so I am gonna go in with this one. Okay, you guys, I just realized that I wasn't filming any of that. Like the last thing I filmed was doing the polka dots, but I just added a little heart charm and I'm adding some pearls, like mini pearls on the cuticle line. Okay, we are done with all of the nails and I'm super proud of how they turned out. I love all of like the little designs on each nail, and all that's left now is to top coat them, and I'm gonna do a glossy top coat on all of them and I'm gonna do it with you guys, so let's just enjoy. Okay guys, we are finally done with the nail set and I have them on. I'm gonna pop a video on the side with me like showing the nails in the sun, because a lot of the designs look so much better in sunlight with like the holographic nail polish and all of the charms. But I really love how they look, and I don't know why I'm showing you guys in this camera, but I'm gonna pop up a video, just watch it, it's gonna be so much better. But I'm really amazed by how they look. I am happy with how they turn out, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below on some other ideas you want to see in future videos. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications so you can be informed whenever I upload another video. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Bye!